Welcome to a small extra episode of Gas-o-Loon. This is my BMW 323 Ti from 1998. I'm actually selling it today. So this is a, well, it's sort of goodbye. It says here 323 Ti. Doesn't have a 2.3 but rather a 2.5 liter engine. 170 horses. Manual gearbox, normally aspirated engine, classic shape, very much a, well, for me at least, a 90s icon. And this generation, the E36, was one of the first cars that I really aspired to owning back in the 90s. If you go inside, you see this lovely yellow, well, it's a matter of taste, I agree with that. Lovely yellow leather interior. Oh, you have the old style interior. I think it actually has some parts from the E30 in it now. And everything is very basic. This car has the only modern driver aids it has is ABS, of course, but it also has an anti-slip control. Has a really practical boot, surprisingly big actually. You can fit quite a few things in here. You can also fold the rear seats and makes it well, very roomy. Let's look at the heart of it. Oh, where did you open this now? Why can I never remember how you open a hood? Oh, there you go. So this is a straight 6. In original form it has 170 horsepower. What I've done is added a, well, actually there is a substitute engine in this car with slightly higher engine volume. It's actually 2.8, don't tell anyone. Apart from that, it's the same engine. It has an M50 intake, which is actually the intake from the previous engine generation, the M50, which was manufactured up I think until 1994 or 1995. And it has a larger diameter, and therefore it lets the engine rev higher. I also modified the engine electronics. It is in here. All in all, I would guess it provides about 220 horsepower right now. And the car is not very heavy. It's about 1300 kilos now. I've taken out some air conditioning and there actually was a tow hook on this one, a tow bar. Also took that away. Regarding the suspension, there are new, I don't know whether you can see it or not, maybe if I do like this, there is new springs and shock absorbers all around. It's KW Inox 3, it's got some millway bushings and also a possibility to adjust the camber and caster. I have some small spacers here to get a greater stance. And maybe the most important modification to make this car fun is situated here. That's a BMW limited slip differential with it's a 40% diff, so it's it really makes the car very easy to slide. If you want to do that, it also makes it very effective when you drive on ice, stuff like that. Okay, let's just take this car for one last spin before we sell her on today. I don't know if you can hear the straight six. I didn't do anything to the exhaust. And typically for a BMW 6-cylinder is that it's silk smooth. It's got quite the pronounced flywheel effect, so it's not so zingy like that. Important thing, deactivate the anti-slip or whatever it's called. I do it here. Just gonna drive out to this small forest road here. Okay. When you want to turn fast, there is always a good way of doing that. It's very practical actually with the limited slip diff. Turn around in no time. The gear change has been made more distinct by installing a quick shifting device. It's really nice now, and the steering is more direct than original. I actually took I used a steering rack from a BMW Z3 in this, so it's quite a little hooligan car. It's really torquey, this engine. Maybe it's because the car is pretty light. It's also pretty revvy. Really nice fun to go. Oh, we gotta slow down here. So it's not a very good road. But I just wanted to take a little goodbye of this classic BMW. I will miss it, but I think its new owner he will probably make better use of it. It's still so smooth, and I haven't done anything to the exhaust, so you can actually travel long distances without getting tired or fatigued with this car. If I would have continued to modify it, I would perhaps made it a bit more extreme, exchange the seats to raised seats, although these work surprisingly well. But still do that, and maybe also add a louder exhaust to make it a real hot rod. But as it is right now, I also enjoy it because it still looks fairly original, and you know, 16-inch original wheels. It's quite comfortable, and everything is like it used to be in the original car. And well, anyway, the next owner will have to do that. After having loaded the boot in the 323 full with, well, scrap, whatever you say, I will now turn the car over to Samuel. Samuel, what are you going to do with the car?
I'm going to drive the living shit out of this car.
I'm happy to hear that. Whereabouts? Is it track driving or?
Mostly track driving. You know what they say, it's not the size of it, it's how you use it.
And with that, I end a fantastic time with my, what's your hand there? With my, or now Samuel's 323, and I also heard some rumors that he will actually take it to the Nürburgring.
But of course
summer.
I will.
Yeah. And like you said, I really hope you cane the living shit out of it.
Rest assured I will.
All right. Good luck. Bye bye.